Hello and welcome to DCN Weekly, your regular roundup of Australia's shipping, ports and logistics news. This episode is covering the week ending the 14th of November 2025, and I'm Lindsay Reid, publisher at DCN. Now, David's out tonight at the ASCLA Awards, so I'm here to give you the wrap of our most read solo this week. Next week, of course, we have our own DCN Awards, so there will be lots of exciting updates from that. But for now, let's see what's been happening this week. And first up, we are over in Victoria, where there has been a big leap made in digital infrastructure. So the government of Victoria says it's secured the state's first major subsea fibre optic cable shortly to connect with the world's global communications network. This is part of the Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth system, or SMAP, spanning more than 5,000 kilometres undersea and on land, linking Australia to markets like the US, Singapore and India. The total data transfer capacity will be 400 terabits per second. The project also includes a new fibre network along the Melbourne-Geelong rail corridor, boosting V-line operations and strengthening vital services such as transport, emergency response and government communications. Premier Allen said that Victoria would be plugged directly into the global economy, and Mr. Slattery from Subco called it a great example of public-private partnership delivering lasting benefits. Well, from Victoria to Tasmania, the story here is a little less positive, I'm afraid. The Parliament's Public Accounts Committee has released a scathing interim report on the Spirit of Tasmania ship replacement and berth projects. Vessels originally expected in 2021 and now projected to enter service in late 2026, a delay of over 5 years. And the report highlighted the significant financial and economic impact, particularly on Tasmania's tourism industry. Well, another popular story this week was on the workforce front, and that was the news that the federal government has launched the Maritime Skills and Training Initiative. This is a $13.8 million program, and it's planned to run over 4 years, designed to address maritime skills shortages. Employers can apply for grants to cover sea time costs for up to 20 trainees or cadets, including wages, accommodation, provisions and transport. Eligible roles include deck engines and electrotechnical officers. Miles CEO Angela Gillam welcomed the initiative, noting that it's a first step towards strengthening Australia's strategic maritime capability. Applications open very soon, actually, on the 24th of November. So operators who can provide sea experience should definitely get cracking and apply for that. Now, turning to shipping lines, this was another story of interest this week. Hapag-Lloyd reported a mixed performance for their Q3 2025. Transport volumes increased 9% in the first 9 months to 10.2 million TEU, but the third quarter itself was a tough one, with revenue falling to €4.578 billion. EBITDA more than halved to €710 million, and EBIT dropped to €183 million. The line attributed the decline to low freight rates, congestion and startup costs for the Gemini cooperation with Maersk. And finally, we are turning to some news for customs brokers, which went up onto our site today. IFCBA has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Chinese Customs Brokers Association. And this is to exchange skills and training covering customs laws, regulations, biosecurity and trade matters. IFCBA CEO Scott Carson said these agreements support not just trade, but the economic, fiscal and cultural development of both countries. IFCBA manager Brad Leonard spoke to DCN journalist Caroline Tung about how the agreement is structured and its benefits to customs brokers in both countries. Now, Caroline's story is up on the website, but we also have a little snippet of that interview for you here.
The relationship with the China entity, so it's not with with China itself or the government, it's with the Chinese Customs Brokers Association. So it's kind of like a like-minded industry association that represents their members, being the customs brokers and service providers. So the Chinese Customs Brokers Association, we have a MOU with them, and it's more like sharing training, practices and the like that affect both our members, so our practicing customs brokers, and their practicing customs brokers. And it's so the sharing of practices. So it's not a government-to-government initiative. It's a customs broker to customs broker association initiative.
What are you looking forward to most about this initiative?
Well, if you think about China being our major trading partner, it's the sharing of customs practices and training. A lot of shipments coming into Australia ex-China. We do get a lot of documentation ex-China from suppliers, exporters, government departments, and it would really benefit our members to have an understanding of how the Chinese agencies approach their export shipments and requirements, so we can facilitate the smoother shipment of goods coming into the country.
Well, it certainly sounds like a great collaboration, and you can read Caroline's article on the dcn.com.au. Those were some of the highlights for this week, and there's plenty more on the dcn.com.au. Next week, we will be bringing you all the news from the 2025 Australian DCN Shipping and Maritime Industry Awards. The awards are being held at the Shangri-La in Sydney. It's a complete sellout, so it will be a packed room with lots of exciting stories to share. Can't wait for that one, and we will report on that next week. Meantime, don't forget to hop onto the website for your daily news and subscribe to the Newswire. That's all from me this week. We will be back next Friday, and have a great weekend.